Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.
Hello and welcome to the expert interview series. Join us today for an enlightening conversation with Miss Priya Florence, a prominent figure in the world of words, an Amazon best-selling author, award-winning blogger, and an occasional poet. With over 25 years of experience, Ms. Shah has mastered the art of crafting captivating content that resonates across diverse genres. In 2020, she achieved a remarkable milestone by selling her award-winning blog Nari.com to Shadows, a platform dedicated to empowering women. Shah's expertise lies in creating compelling content that engages, informs, and truly connects with target audience. Together with her ability to weave words into stories that captivate and inspire. As the co-founder and CEO of Blog Brands Digital LLP, she continues to lead the way in AI-enhanced artistry, ensuring that every piece of content she touches leaves a lasting impact. So let's explore the transformative journey of Miss Priya Florence Shah, a visionary content creator, editor, and digital marketing expert successfully bridges gaps between innovation and authenticity. We welcome you to the Expert Interview Series, ma'am, and hope our viewers get to learn from your experiences.
So that was a very personal experience, Nari.com. When I was widowed when I was 34, and it was a very disempowering experience for me as a woman. So I really could see that kind of thing in women all around me. As you know, women in India really can need a boost, right? Especially at the time when that was in 2020, so that was 2006 or so. So I really felt that we really need to look at ourselves in a better light, and learn how to be stronger, learn how to be more independent, learn how to be more self-sufficient, take care of ourselves better. So it was a very personal thing. Dari was like a passion project for me. It started out as a passion project. It wasn't to monetize the site or anything. I wasn't thinking of monetization. I was thinking more of empowering women. And then it grew, over the years. And that's how it, eventually. Then I sold it to Shiros because we had a common vision when it came to empowering women. So it focused on women, helping women become more financially independent, emotionally independent. It's not only about financial independence, right? It's also about emotional independence, psychological strength, resilience, those kind of things. So I used to write about those kind of things, how to find a purpose, how to find a passion, and lots of stuff. Work from home, all sorts of stuff. I used to focus on those kind of topics. So I feel that content, first and foremost, has to be useful to people. Okay, there's no point in trying to impress people with big words and trying to impress people with your writing abilities. People don't really care. What they care about is how are you going to help them? How is your content going to help them? People don't have time nowadays. Even reading content, reading blog posts also is tedious, and people mostly scam them. So you have to learn how to create content in a way that engages people and gives them what they need. So if people are looking for solutions, your content has to provide a solution to them. I think it's just one format of content to another. It's not a big deal. I mean, I also create video content, even though I'm not very fond of being on video, but I also create video content that kind of is helpful, especially as a travel blogger. I have a travel blog as well, so I've created travel blogs that are where share my photos or share travel videos, things like that. People love those kind of things, right? They like to share other people's experiences. So I think video is very important also because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube when I want to learn something. I want to learn something new, a tutorial or whatever, I think video is the best way to learn it. It's very engaging. But text content is also very useful in some ways. There are certain things you can't convey through video. when you have to have when you need a more in-depth kind of, this thing, and you want specific points and whatever you need, links to send people to resources, things like that. You need text content. So text and video are both complementary, I believe. They both complement each other in brilliant ways, and you have to use both to, kind of give people what they need. I think AI is very useful for me. I mean, I adopt technologies very quickly, and I jumped on AI as soon as it was available. I think AI can help us take a lot of the routine and mundane stuff out of writing. For instance, researching topics, trying to get an outline, writing an outline for an article, things like that. And then you do more research and find out more about it, and then you can put it together, things like that. So AI can, for bloggers especially, I think, and for anyone, I think for any domain today, AI is essential because it can crunch data. It can give you exactly what you need. You don't have to waste. It's a huge time saver. I think people have to think of it in terms of that. Save your time. So you can use that time to spend with your family or with your, or with your hobbies or whatever. So you're saving a lot of time by using AI. So I would encourage people to explore AI solutions, so that there's a lot of benefit for it from writers and for any domain. I think it's essential to learn AI skills. Not necessarily, I think what you put in, you get out. And when AI can, like ChatGPT can give you really well-written content, but ultimately you have to make that content original. You have to make it your own. You don't really necessarily share ChatGPT content as it is. You have to rewrite it, and you have to put your own voice into it, infuse it with your own voice. So I don't recommend using that content as is, because it's not even, there's a lot of inaccuracy as well. As you know, that's not always accurate. You have to fact check, you have to fact check the content, infuse your own voice into it, your own writing style. So I think there's a lot of creativity that people can still, infuse into that content, into AI written content. I have an article, in fact, on my blog about that, how to infuse your own creativity, your own voice into AI content. Right. So yes, there are people who will always take the shortcut and we just, or use AI for automating content.
Right.
I don't recommend that, but that's up to them. What people do with the content, it's just a tool. AI is a tool. It's not evil. It's not good or evil. It's just a tool. What you do with it is up to you. So I believe that ultimately what you bring is where you are in your journey, right? So where are you in your journey of growth or whatever, of knowledge, of wisdom? So you bring whatever you have, your skills, your knowledge, you bring that to a project. So that's what I try to do. Every time I take on a new project or every time I work on something new, I bring that my own twist, or my own, bring your own perspective into it, So that's what I have. And I believe that each of us has a unique perspective that is shaped by our life experiences, by whatever we've learned, So I think just bringing your unique perspective and sharing your wisdom. I think, I think there will still be a lot of content being created, but it will be on different topics because topics are constantly changing, right? Because AI was not there a couple of years ago. People were not using AI writers, or even people were not even talking about all the topics that we are talking about today. Right. So I think content will always be there because people always want to learn new things and stuff. But I think there will be different ways to deliver it. Just like social media in the old days used to be like awkward and all these, old styles. And we would share images and not so much video. Today it's all mostly video. Now I think with a lot of augmented reality and virtual reality and all those things will probably come into change like the metaverse or whatever you want to call it. I think we have to look into the future and think of how to create content for those new formats in different formats.
So there's a lot of opportunity available even for freshers.
Amazing. It's amazing. I mean, you have to just expand your mind beyond what you're currently doing, and think of the future and think of, have a vision for what you might be able to, where you might be able to fit into that. A lot of consolidation will happen in terms of social media, in terms of content. I think there'll be a lot of consolidation, not so much fragmentation in terms of, SEO, for instance, is becoming more competitive. So I think there will definitely be more websites and stuff like that, but very few websites actually get views and traffic. So there will be consolidation of, a lot of stuff that is out there, a lot of junk content. I think people will just probably give up on that, I'm trying to create junk content, and it will get focused on
The focused content.
more focused, or you have to be more niche, or you have to be more specialized, things like that. I would say that in any field, not just writing, entrepreneurship, whatever field you go into, you bring to it who you are as a person. So I would say focus on your personal growth as well, because the more you grow as a person, the more insightful your content will become. Okay, you can bring those insights into your content. You can make it unique. You can make it more useful to people when you bring your own insights and perspective into content. That is what will help you stand out, build your brand, and make you unique. So I would say read a lot, okay? Read fiction. Don't necessarily read whatever. You can read non-fiction as well. Read various domains. Read what you enjoy reading. Reading is still important. You can listen to audiobooks if you don't have the time to read. You can listen to audiobooks while you're driving or when you're traveling, whatever, commuting. But I think, expand your repertoire of reading. Read books that you wouldn't otherwise read. I remember I grew up on Enid Blyton and Agatha Christie and all those kind of books, when I was a kid, and I still love them. I still love all those books. I love fantasy fiction, stuff like that. So I would say don't tap into that your childhood passions, the stuff that you enjoyed as a child, and bring that into your life more. Bring that, explore that, and express those things that light you up, really light you up. Express those things into your life. Like I said in the beginning, it's about being useful, It's not about impressing people with your language skills or your writing skills or whatever. It's about being useful, being helpful to people, helping people find the solutions that they're looking for. That's it. That's what I would recommend. Unless you're being creative and you're trying to inspire people. If you write poetry, like I write poetry occasionally, excuse me. In a way to inspire people, and I write it for myself mainly. I write it because I love writing poetry once in a while. So when I feel inspired, so inspire people as well, but I would say be useful, be helpful, help people find the solutions you need, and you will always think of it in terms of service. You're serving others. Think of it in terms of contributing to other people's lives and serving others. You can't go wrong if you think of your work in terms of that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very valuable advice, and I think this is going to add up to many viewers who who are passionate about this career.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I love Vskills, so thank you very much.
Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.